see it with your own eyes. Can you believe what we've just seen?
Hey folks, how's it going? I'm doing great, because it's time for more video games. My life is blessed. This is a sponsored stream for the game you're looking at, Scars Above. If you use the Scars command, you get a nice little tracking link that makes me look ever so fancy if you click on it. But after reading up on this game, I'm actually super excited to play it. It's kind of a AA sort of deal, $40. You are a scientist trapped on an alien planet. You have to survive like 3D action kind of combat, but also you explore the planet. So it's like this kind of psychedelic alien planet, and you can do a bunch of scans to learn lore, and then that levels you up. You gain knowledge that you can spend on abilities and stuff like that. So any game where I can, like, my brain gets bigger and then that manifests in power into the world, that's pure. That's good stuff. I've often felt like heavy readers and like gamers are in the mind space, and if brain wrinkles can equal real world praxis, then that's good stuff. Yeah, triangles. There's a triangle here. There's a triangle here. Triangles on triangles. I think I remember when I saw the logo for this game, wondering why space games never have a bar between the A. It's always the chevron. Teton, thank you very much for the prime. I mean, it's vaulting upwards, right? And it's like perspective. If you're looking at something large from under, it's going to look like a triangle. And then, you know, NASA. Yeah. I get it. Whatever. Let's play the game. Ooh. Wait, hold on. You can always change the difficulty. Okay. I'm going to let the game paddle me a little bit. And then we'll see. Might have to adjust.
Personal log. Mission Specialist Kate Ward. Sentient Contact Assessment and Response Team.
But also, yeah. Space broads.
We always
Space babes.
If we're alone in the universe. We observed and
in between
explored,
playing Returnal, Metroid, and now Scars Above.
Until now.
It's been a very good 2023 for babes that get shit done in space.
Scar Mission Control to Hermes. Status check.
All systems nominal. We're working on a solution for our scan power requirement. We'll update soon.
Roger that, Hermes. Keep us posted.
Kate, we have an issue.
Problem with the scan?
We've underestimated the power requirements necessary to penetrate the metahedron's hull.
The
Mike
metahedron.
has an idea, but he could use a hand. He's in the lab and he'll give you the details.
On my way.
You reckon there's going to be a walking around the ship tutorial section? Hell yeah, I gotta yank that sensitivity on down. Boop. It's got to be a nice even number. That's when the gaming happens. Hey, Zanzafrans, how you doing? Let me turn that down a little more. Hello. I think having a really low sensitivity mouse setting is, excuse me, somewhat critical to, ooh, I like that blur, because I'm looking with my mind's eye. I'm scanning with my intellovision. Mike's vintage sci-fi comic. He says he fell in love with the old sci-fi themes at a very early age and is proud of his big collection of rare issues. If you ask me, these are surely missing some role models for little girls that want to become astronauts. Yeah. One thing I also, Commander Voltar. Nice. One thing that I do love is when games reference their inspiration material at the beginning of a game. Kind of gives you a hint about the tone. Yeah, mind blur. Mike's parents didn't always understand what he was working on or what he was obsessed with, but he could always count on their support and love. Oh, wholesome. No. Got some nice little minimal synth plinky plinks. That 70s sound.
The day when Tam and I graduated and decided to join the space program. Never thought it would lead to alien objects in space.
So if they graduated in
I
2010,
was lucky that Robinson interrupted us. I was on the verge of victory.
maybe it's 3010. Jarmo, an abstract strategy board game for the Eurasian steppe, or from the Eurasian steppe. Legends say that one of the grandsons of Genghis Khan played a game of Jarmo, or maybe Yarmo, before each battle to prepare himself. This particular set was a present from Tam's grandmother. Is this a horror game? Asking for mental health because I hate horror. I don't think it's meant to be horror, but I do think it's supposed to be like intense action and maybe unsettling alien things. Not as like gruesome as something like Scorn.
We really needed to unwind.
Some of the screenshots and stuff made some of the landscapes look pretty intense, and some of the enemies jump scare you a bit. Okay, some of the enemies look pretty gruesome too, like tentacles and spikes and barbs and stuff. I wouldn't. Well, Bill, it sounds like you've played the game a bit. I wouldn't put it at like Dead Space level, just from looking at the screenshots and some of the trailers. But that's as much familiarity as I have. The metahedron is beyond. I love that word. The metahedron is beyond our science. We don't know where it came from, what its purpose is here. Just another puzzle to solve, as Mike would say. It's a good thing I'm going to go talk to Mike in the lab. Oh, 1 second.
It has been 6 months since the alien object known as the metahedron suddenly appeared above Earth's atmosphere. The Hermes mission is currently making preparations to engage with it and attempt contact. Earlier this morning, we managed to snatch an exclusive interview with Richard Robinson, commander of the newly formed SCAR team. Don't miss it. Tonight at 7 on Newsline.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Mike's waiting for me.
SCAR is like the name of their space squadron who deals with alien stuff. So they are SCARs. Kind of like... I mean, it's hard to not think about Resident Evil and the STARS
I
team.
figured out a way to give us the power we need for the scan. I've attached the scanners directly to the engines.
Wow, directly? Brave.
I think it'll work, but we need to find a way to kickstart the process with around 500,000 volts.
Do we still have those SLD-26 welders in the equipment room?
Yeah, I think we have one or two, but why do you... Oh! You want to modify it to discharge high voltage electricity. Huh. And you call me brave.
Oh boy.
Cam Hayes, thank you for the sub. Is there more?
Hey, I was curious.
More lore?
Are your folks worried about you being on this mission?
Well, my dad is super proud. My mom? You know moms.
Yeah.
Do I? The biobed. Advanced nanodot spectroscopy chamber. Capable of scanning and analyzing organic matter at a cellular level. We call it the biobed. That's pretty cool. That's what I call my bed, too. My favorite cup. Reach for the moon, but grab for coffee mug? But grab the coffee mug, okay. I think I agree with that. Tam gave me this cup. She keeps borrowing it, so I mostly see it at her workstation. I mean, it's a good mug. Kanji lessons. Mike has been teaching me both kanji and katakana. One can never know enough languages. I gotta get on my Duolingo, man. I gotta fulfill my destiny and master the multiple forms of Japanese communication. Imagine being able to play like PC-98 games.
I have to craft the power booster tool first.
And yes, that's the reason. So I can play old untranslated games. Or the Simple 2000 series. Maybe I should do both at the same time. Like do one lesson and then play volume 1. The SLD-26 welder. Ooh. It's so futury. standard space mission equipment. These welders are made specifically for repairing outer layers of modular space stations. Using the latest laser technology, they utilize a high-energy beam to fuse materials together. They are efficient and easy to use.
Now I need to craft a rail module at the mobile printing unit.
All right, let's craft. Oh!
There. It should be strong enough to direct and focus the electrical current. And now to fit all this together.
This is cool.
Only missing a power source. I have to adjust the frequency of the Tesla coil first.
I like any game that lets you mess with, like, chunky machines, and you can just see all their little machine parts moving around. And we don't want that one?
I see Mr. Jefferson is in the lab today.
Mr. Jefferson.
Never leave my home planet without him.
Look at wear his little cat hoodie. Oh, hell yeah. Wavelength matching minigames. Yeah, Alien Isolation for sure. I mean, that's just kind of part of... God, you could... I guess it really is like 79 Alien and then 2001 that sort of set this 70s sci-fi aesthetic. I guess it was like paintings and stuff. Who knows where it really started. Perhaps somebody more adept at art commentary than I.
Now just to calibrate the output voltage.
But yeah, Alien Isolation threw back to like Ridley Scott's Alien, which was... It was kind of like, what if you only got to space with a VCR and like everything is just like chunk, chunk, and chunk, like big old buttons, big old indicator lights. Oh, Lingo Deer is objectively better than Duolingo. Okay. What is got it.
That looks like a space blaster.
Just a tool, nothing else.
What aspects make it
Pressurized energy rail accelerator,
objectively
discharging
superior?
electrical-
Vera. Let's call it Vera for short.
You sure like to name things. Vera it is.
Maybe it was just acid. I feel like that's part of it. The introduction of fucking psychedelics. Oh, hey, Candles. Appreciate them worky lurkies. Let's get through the workday quickly, smoothly. Acid and lead poisoning. That's a good combo. All right. Let's juice this engine, huh? This probably won't become my, like, default weapon.
Mike, I'm in front of the reactor. What's the best way to power it with extra energy?
See the 3 positronic nodes surrounding the core? A jolt to each one would be sufficient. Yes! Keep it up!
Well, that's cute. It's a good way to teach you everything in one, like,
A little more energy.
story event that makes sense in the world and for the characters.
Let's try a direct shot to the core. Straight to the heart.
Well, that doesn't sound dangerous at all.
It's working. I'm feeding the excess power directly to the scanner.
I haven't seen you shoot like this since the college rifle championship.
Yeah, I also remember you taking first place from me.
And don't you forget it.
Good
Oh,
job.
she can shoot.
Dr. Ward, Dr. Yoshida, get to the bridge, please. Time to see what's inside our alien guest.
Her neck has skin creases. Cool. I love seeing those weird, like, teeth. VG teeth have come a long way in the last 10 years, but I do love seeing those, like, human details start to come into visibility on video game models and stuff. All right. Goodbye, sweet baby. Till I see you again.
Telemetry check.
Telemetry check. We're go.
How are we doing with that
I
sensor?
can't remember what God of War might have been the first
You have the honors, Dr. Ward.
nipple bump game. I was waiting for that for a long time. It's a phrase I'll never forget. The areola granola. Let's see here. Fails to teach you basic grammar, has zero speaking practice. And honestly, Duolingo has gamified language learning, but it's basically just doing a remember the symbol and place it correctly. Doesn't actually help you learn how to play it. Okay.
Can you tell me that story again? The one with the astronaut in the box?
Oh yeah, Like a Dragon has some saliva emulation. I've definitely seen some spittle in Like a Dragon. That's pretty interesting.
Most beautiful box ever. She takes the box, but something's not right. She opens it. It's empty. There's just a note inside saying, "It seems empty, but it's full of stars."
Well, let's hope the metahedron won't show up empty on scans.
Or full of stars.
Man, imagine having an astronaut give you a gift, and it's just an empty box. And they're like, "I gave you the sense of wonder!" And you're just looking at them. I wanted a DoorDash gift card, you jerk.
Commander?
Doctor?
Commander? Doctor? Doctor? Commander? So, Commander Morathan Morris, like, he had a really straightforward commandery name. They interviewed him for the news. Oh, Sareth, thank you for the sub. And as part of your 7 years of subs, you want a trading card. You know what? Sold. Let's get you a trading card. I need to have a little giveaway song. I still have this beat that's on my 808 over here. Oh wait, hold on. I have to put on my Matrix glasses. This is getting out of control already, but for 7 years, you have to look as cool as possible. All right. Let's draw a card for you. What do we got here? Oh shit. That's the real business right there. F-Zero. Can't, I mean, the beat goes, but now you just gotta hear the goodies. All right. F-Zero. Let me see if I can read this off the camera. In the future, races are run on tracks with landmines, magnetic traps, and 500-foot jumps across Great Abyss. Oh, the Great Abyss. Now you get to compete with 4 different vehicles in the fastest driving game of all time. Challenge on Night League Mute City 1 beginner level. How many enemy cars can you destroy before you lose the race? Novice 1, an Intermediate 2, and a Pro 3. Are you a killer on the track? You'll find out soon enough. All right, let me address my records here. Maybe this is the thing I can do. I'll play music from the game or whatever while I'm like writing stuff down. Alright. It doesn't take too long, but it's a nice touch. Alright. Nice. These like scrape something off my face every time I use them. You always pay a price for putting on the Matrix shades. And it's not what you'd think. Alright. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for subbing for that long, for saving up that many channel points. Log! Oh.
You thought I was gonna miss that oscillatory unit, didn't you?
No. You always hit the mark when it counts.
Pulling back the curtain of reality one bit of skin at a time. It's exfoliating. That's why everyone in the Matrix looks so good. They're all scrubbed down. Yeah. Matrix shades giveth, and they taketh away.
The array is locked on
They
the
giveth
Hedron
charisma and they taketh away
operating
skin
at almost
cells.
200% of its standard efficiency. Say the word, Commander.
In just a moment, Dr. Ward. Team, can I have your attention, please?
Yeah, give me a speech.
Since the dawn of humankind, our species has gazed toward the skies and wondered
Look at those
whether we
teeth.
were truly alone. Well, 6 months ago, we got our answer. And with it came new questions. What is this object in front of us? Where did it come from? Who sent it? And why? While the governments, leaders, thinkers, and common people discussed the meaning of this event, we were training. We were preparing. The SCAR team. Now, the whole world is relying on us. We're dreamers and skeptics. We're explorers and pioneers. With hearts and minds. With courage and resolution. With trust and fellowship. With science. We're going to give the world their answers. And in this historic moment, at the conjunction of hopes and fears, there's no people I'd rather face the unknown with. Dr. Ward, you have the honors. Let's do this.
Yes, Commander.
I'm inspired as hell right now. Can't wait for nothing to go wrong.
Scared?
Of course I am.
I thought you Army pilots were trained not to be.
We're trained to control it. The fear keeps us sharp. How are you holding up, Doctor?
Oh, I'm 100% sharp, all right.
So, do you think it's a weapon?
Well, a weapon is a very human concept. Perhaps what we perceive as a weapon is just a tool. Wait, the scan. The metahedron's energy levels are rising rapidly. Okay, what happened?
Power supply failing.
Sensors offline.
I'm switching to backup generators. I'll try to reroute.
Look, the metahedron, it's creating some sort of a gravity well.
The Hermes is being pulled towards it.
Hang on, everyone. Dr. Ward! Kate!
Cool. I wouldn't mind having my brain eviscerated by unknowable truth right before I die. I wouldn't mind that. Just like, you know, that kind of like sanity-shattering awareness of the galaxy. I'd like to try to wrap my head around it, to see if my tiny existence has space for it. Yeah, might as well. See infinity? Exactly. As long as you don't get crystal skulled. I wouldn't mind getting crystal skulled. Right at the end. Like, I'm on my deathbed, they're like, today's it. I don't know, we have the science now, we can tell. Sorry, buddy, that's it. I'd be like, okay, bring in the crystal skull. Let's see what it's got.
Commander Robinson? Tam? Mike? Anyone? Where are you? What is this place?
Cool. I've just been absolutely voracious for psychedelic dream-like alien landscapes lately.
Donna.
Alright. Oh! They got dump trucks in space. Damn, girl, that got its own gravity well?
Science.
Wait!
I'd spent at least 10 minutes crying and freaking out. I mean, if you could breathe and there was a friendly-looking robot with a real dumper, I feel like that would root you pretty quickly. Maybe? Actually, I don't know. I can't even pretend to know what I'd do. I feel like in real life, though, excuse me, If I were in real life and events started unfolding like a video game or some kind of fantastical narrative like that, I don't know if I would go with it more because I spend so much time around those kinds of stories. Like, would I just be desensitized to it? Or would I be like, what? No, for real, like, this is different. This is not like hitting buttons. This hurts. My stomach hurts. My tummy hurts.
What planet is this?
That's so cool, though.
Did the Metahedron bring us here?
Are they not just still on Earth? I guess we don't know. The Metahedron started to suck us in. She had a few visions of some otherworldly beings, and then she woke up here. That's kind of it. And now there's a ghost. There's a ghost hologram telling me to follow it, so I'm gonna do that. I played a little bit of observation. Wait. I think. I either played it or had it installed for a long time.
Cyan.
Alright, this game's supposed to be a game. It's supposed to be... Ooh. I will say waving grass has been another really pleasant graphical effect. It was great in Ghost of Tsushima. This looks really pretty. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure you played some of it because that's why I bought it. Okay.
Some sort
Then yeah.
of alien structure.
Don't tell me you want me to touch a monolith? Oh. Did I just inhale some alien particles?
What's going on?
Ugh. Ah. My animosity towards Destiny orbs has largely burned off at this current moment. I actually think the difficulty balance in the Lightfall campaign is superb. It's that exactly right kind of difficulty. Mostly because all the things that seemed bullshit I was able to eventually figure out and work around, so...
Where am I? What was that creature?
I love title cards.
Scar emergency signal detected.
A Scar emergency signal. It must be someone from the team. I have to get to them.
Oh. Is this a good column or a bad one? Refill health, limited amounts of ammo, but also respawn enemies. Aha! Ooh. Little Schlurpy. Biggest issue is you're forced you into Strand for a few moments when Strand has barely any damage mitigation and no healing, so you can get overwhelmed fast. Interesting. Things got quite a bit easier whenever I had Strand power.
I'm not getting through these vines without something to cut them.
But yeah, getting overwhelmed, definitely a thing. Whoa. Gotta find a sword.
The debris, it's from the Hermes. It must have splintered off when the ship entered the atmosphere.
I'm also a pretty big fan of like scroll around
Maybe there's something in this
an appointed
cave that will help me
scene
cut through those vines.
to find interactables. Love this stuff.
A Scar field backpack. Empty, but still useful.
It's the Shenmue lover in me. I love doing the humdrum tasks of just like moving things off and opening a box and rooting around inside. Tool is used for cutting the hardest materials as efficiently as possible. The electric cutter was invented a few years ago and has become an essential part of every space mission Space mission
This
sense.
electric cutter can cut through even the toughest materials. I'd better take it with me.
Ooh. It's like a fatter version of the No More Heroes beam saber. Oh, vines regrow? Alright. Oh! Space bug! No! No! Ew!
Log entry. A joint-legged invertebrate life form, similar to a
Oh, wait.
arachnida.
Look at that! Oh!
Movement, small frame.
Sorry, my camera was covering it. A freaking knowledge bar came up and it filled up a little bit. Don't worry. I'll get out of the way next time. Huh.
They're dead.
Oh, I can't scan these guys. No! Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll share the satisfaction of having a research meter pop up for everybody eventually. It's my solemn duty. My sacred promise. Alright. Check this out. Bang. Wait, where's it? It didn't show up this time.
Which means it can't conduct photosynthesis. Strange.
Some more crates over there. Ugh. I know you need this 92nd Bear Cavalry. I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said anything and should have just quietly let it be a mystery for a while.
But there's no obvious locking mechanism.
That's my fault. It's my failure as a streamer.
Log entry. The gate has an internal conduction system. The 3 points on the rim seem sensitive. A targeted blast of electricity could cause a reaction.
If only there's one thing in this game that causes a targeted blast of electricity. Damn. I gotta hold it?
Increase the current. Just a bit. We don't want to fry the coil. There. Awesome. We did it, Kate.
I remember this. Mike and I were finishing our electrical experiment just after lunch.
Oh, it's looking up your alley, Teton? Well, it's only 30, well, no, it's only $40, but I think it has a launch sale right now. When I looked it up on Steam, it was selling for like 34 bucks, so maybe 20% off. All right. Does that mean there's a melee button? Shoot, reload, aim, weapon 116. How do you... Is it PC only? It is not. Oh my god! Ah! No, it is available on PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox Series S and X, and Xbox One. Wet combo!
What? What the hell was that?
Alright, I think we got a scannable coming in. I'm gonna get out of the way just in case.
Log entry. Salivary glands concentrated in the head enable the creature to discharge a venomous secretion. Muscular tissue is highly susceptible to fire.
Every time I scan, my brain grows in size by a few percent. I'm poisoned still. How about that poison? That's just not gonna go away? Oh.
Wow.
Satisfying Returnal-esque particle effects. can't afford to get hit again. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty just to see how mean this game is gonna get. And like basically, if you have 2 hit points when you start, that's pretty mean. I'm still trying to figure out how to use this. Abilities, like new personal abilities. All right. Still trying to figure out how to use the knife once you have a gun equipped. Maybe you hit the button to tuck it away. Ah! Thank you, Bill. You only shoot when you aim like Resident Evil.
Feels like I'm moving through entrails.
Okay. That makes total sense. Oh, that was cool. I love that stuff when it's like, okay, so like level 1 video game challenge, enemies run at you and you have to kill them before they kill you. But level 2 video game challenge is like some of the enemies have special properties and shooting particular enemies in a particular order is more efficient. Hold on.
Log entry. Large joint-legged organism. The chemicals in its abdomen can create an explosion when heated to a certain temperature.
I like the little dangly bit. I like the loose straps. It's always nice to have some like residual motion on a character. Like it's a cloak or some flappy cloth. That's a cool way of doing that. Oh, cube. Look at that cube. Now that's a quality space cube.
Log entry. I found a strange alien cube. It's emitting neural waves. This means it has the potential to send information directly to the brain.
I just tapped the cube on my brain and it just sucks right in there. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool that the audio plays in the game. I like that every little lore bit is voiced is pretty cool too. Well, so far it is anyway. Good news, folks. It's raining here again. It's so awesome. I can't get over how cool this is. Okay. Replenishes your health, ammo, power, and stamina. Respawns in nearby enemies. Good stuff. Little guy.
These cables, they're from the Hermes.
Huh. Hey there, little guys. Look at you. Stomping around.
Some kind of flesh-like webbing. I have to break through it. Log entry. Strong organic tissue, but the blisters appear to be filled with diethyl ether. Most likely flammable.
Aw, man. Gotta squeeze through a thing. These look like eggs. I'm already having to rub up on some alien eggs. Pulsating alien sacks.
Log entry.
Okay.
This is a biovessel for an indigenous creature. The shell seems highly combustible. It contains an organism that is almost fully formed. I better not touch it.
Ooh. Oh yeah, the grody webbing. That's kind of the key to how creepy Ridley Scott's Alien looks. There's just like that really nasty like white webbing on stuff.
This equipment, it's from the Hermes, but we were there just an hour ago. Commander Robinson loves this book.
Robinson's favorite book, Don Quixote. I'm not sure if he sympathizes with Don Quixote or sees himself in him. He jokingly says he reads it every time he feels like fighting windmills. Looks like he's been reading it extensively lately.
The whole place is covered with some kind of organic residue.
It's not actually a backpack. Or sorry, it's not actually a vacuum cleaner. It is a backpack. It's just a backpack, and then there's a gun or a welding tool. Oh, that's kind of neat. There's a clip for it. Yeah, that's neat. Little mounting point. Okay.
Commander Richard
there we go.
Robinson, log entry. Ever since I left the Hermes, it's been getting worse. The growth. I have to get it off. I've salvaged some electrical components. I might be able to craft an incendiary device with the MPU. Burn the growth. The body must be cleansed.
Ever since he left the Hermes? But we were just there. He sounds different. Enraged.
He's got space dementia. Yeah. You gotta watch out for that stuff.
It's insane.
You lost your mind?
He's got space dementia.
Happens to everybody sooner or later. What did I just pick? What did I get? What was that? Oh. Thermic module. Cool. Oh, okay. I can make my gun fire. A lot of notes about the pillar outside. Metahedron.
Maybe... Yes, I can print a custom
plasma beam?
MPU, connect it with the thermic module, and attach it all to the welder's frame.
Different weapons can trigger different or certain effects in enemies, such as burn, poison, slow, etc., or help you through otherwise impassable obstacles. Pay attention to the icon, or the effect icon and bar on top of the target. The icon changes when the bar is full and the effect is triggered.
This might burn straight through that flesh-like webbing. And I'm taking the MPU.
Flesh-like webbing. Blah. Yes, the modern classic of the convenient nearby crafting table with a highlighted color. Sometimes you can't beat the classics. I really hope that poison doesn't get me killed. Oh, I can see. Okay, the toxicity meter in the bottom. I don't know why I saw that. Didn't see that before. What? No, 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 no! Serpentine! Shit. What? Let me see if I can just melee this kill. No! Oh crap, I'm gonna die. I got greedy. It looks like enemies sometimes drop items, but not frequently. I guess after you scan them, there's not much of a reason to... Oh, I get to keep my stuff. Huh. Okay, well, that's kind of surprising. I thought it would actually roll me back. Oh, that's what the extract is. It's ammo. Oh. Oh. Okay, so it just rolls you back to the checkpoint, and all the monsters respawn, but you get to keep what you picked up. That's kind. I like that. Like, it still maintains the idea of getting from checkpoint to checkpoint. I guess that also means that any items you've burned or used are gone as well. So, you know, it's kind of got that, yeah, more Souls-like influence. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense, because otherwise you could just stack up like a million good items and then just have a permanent save point you're working from. Tell you what, I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. Wait a minute. Mike's all scuffed. There we go. Scuffed no longer. Oh!
You again.
Have to activate it? Or can I just zap it? Probably not. Oh! Another mind cube.
I don't see the energy points on this gate.
Huh.
Perhaps they're on the other side.
Okay. Maybe that's how they do the like, oh, hey, oh. Okay, there's just local fauna. I guess that's how they do the one-way doors. Your gates, elevators. Kate's a scientist, damn it. She'll go to the ends of the galaxy. So I guess you probably want to explore more, because in addition, like, I guess you could find items and consumables and stuff like that, but scanning things is also progression based. Finding mind cubes and stuff. Yeah. So they essentially have progression items just kind of hidden in the world. Yeah. Guess you can't hold the shot forever. Okay. I can't set him on fire because he's in water, but I can zap him. Oh. Well, that's nice. Tab to select a consumable in the lower half of the wheel. Select a consumable is placed in the quick slot. Can be used by pressing F. Every consumable uses a specific amount of fiber. Oh. Oh. So there's a universal currency that you use to spend on items. Huh. Does it make it go up to stand in the green stuff? It does! Like, normally you'd have to spend currency on, like, items. But this just takes the vendor out of the equation. Hey! I can afford to get poisoned one more time. Into the bushes!
Hold on, Kate. You can do this.
I just need to hit a mind cube. Just one more cube, it'll leave me out. Oh, look at that! Ability point from knowledge gained. You sound crisp. What mic and interface are you using? I am using a Shure SM7B, kind of a pretty common streamer mic. It's going into an Scarlett I something. I don't remember the model number off the top of my head. And then there's some compression hijinks going on in OBS to make my like really like bass boost, give me the radio voice kind of thing. Stamina by 20%. Huh. When a weapon runs out of 20% of the clip replenished for 5 seconds. Oh, like regenerates ammo. Oh, mobile printing unit. Okay, that makes sense. Rapid reload, if timed correctly. Kate's battery for using gadgets. I don't even have any gadgets yet. Health increased by 20%. Increases healing of a heal charge. Oh, okay. All right. Extra resources. Consumables cost 20% less. Yes, thank you, Agent Straggler. The Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. That's exactly correct. And then that's coming into my streaming PC via USB. And then from there, yeah, OBS likes to boost it because I told it to. I kind of want to buy this healing or this item discount. The earlier I get it, the more it'll benefit me. I feel like I should move my camera so we can see all these knowledge gained pop-ups. Actually, hold on a second. Scoop myself up right about there. Man, that might be a little... Yeah, maybe a little... That may be a little high. Looks... It just doesn't feel right. Hold on. Right there. The adjustment was necessary for maximum stream quality, for appropriate aesthetic distribution. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Where am I going? Need to go through the membrane. Snowing in Anaheim? Yeah, that's awesome. There's some business going on. California's a little unhinged right now. Or Southern California. Yeah, it was raining here a little bit ago. Now it just looks ominous. Okay. I was curious if I could hit in between. I see. The little orbules merely boost it in its status towards having burn. And that's what makes it go away. Cam adjustment deserves an 808 cowbell. Yeah, I agree. Oops.
Log entry. I have cataloged all of the medical supplies for our mission. Potent stuff. Boosters, stimulants, bioenhancers. I know our mission will have plenty of unknowns, but this seems like overkill. Better safe than sorry, I suppose.
I got an injection. Does that just... Whip! Oh my god. Oh man. I was like, cool, I'll be able to heal. Oh man. Just one slap. Yeah, I got, man. They got me good. So, healing stimulant though, what's that all about? Huh? Oh, it's a quick use item. Okay, alright. Cool. So everything respawned, huh? There was a lot of stuff over here. All right. Oh. Max capacity. Okay. Well, shucks. Oops. Ah! No. That's not what I wanted to do. That's the... Oh. I wanted to do the other one, in fact. Thank you for the sub conversion, Agent Straggler. Your ad-free status here is now locked in place. Oh, Otter, you're getting an ad? Oy. Twitch is a little too thirsty. Is it a good ad? I guess you probably can't hear me. Used to restore ammunition. Oh, okay. Now, Army issue field compass. Robinson believes that this, along with a fire starting kit, is enough to give one a fighting chance in the wilderness. The outer glass is cracked beyond repair. The needle is stationary, as if it was not detecting a magnetic field on this planet. Ooh, it's got a little... That's the same sort of orientation around the electric doors. Skullzors, thanks for the sub. 36 months. That means you get a new badge. 3 years? Oh, you got the green one. I kind of like that one. It's very terminal. Well, I have to try to shoot it, right? Who woke up? Oh. Electric. Dude. It's doing like no damage. Jeez.
Incredible. What could the purpose of such a colossal structure be? Energy relocation?
I'm not convinced I want to go this way yet. I'm actually kind of impressed with... I mean, it was like... There was like one decision. It was like you came into that door and then you could go left or right. But from there already, the map's actually kind of sprawled out quite a bit. At least it feels like it has. I can probably... Yeah. Give myself a little stab. There we go. Oh, hey there, little fella. Didn't mean to disturb you. Ah! Fighting this dude with that electric is gonna be annoying. Maybe we can just run. Oh, I'm back here. Okay. think they're gonna chase me up here. Okay. Okay, let's explore over here. Mine cube.
How far would you go?
Robinson's backpack. He was here. I should look around and try to reconstruct his movement. The whole backpack is covered in organic residue.
Oh, yes. Investigating scenes, scanning clues.
Robinson must have lost balance and grabbed this rock. Seemed like he had trouble walking.
Hey, Side-Eye. Celebrating Texas Independence Day tomorrow. Not consciously, but now that you've asked.
Carnivorous worm-like organisms secreting acidic saliva. It would melt my suit and my flesh in moments.
I will have a beer in honor of the great Republic of Texas.
Robinson's
But I won't say it, I'll think it.
Apparently he was heading towards the water.
I do love this, like, intellectual, bleepy bloop, sci-fi thinky music.
He had issues walking, but pushed himself into the worm-infested water. The worms converged on him. They seemed to fuse with his body. What happened to you, Richard? His signal is on the other side. Somehow he got through the worms. I won't last a moment, but I must find a way across.
Wake up and become worm. Accept the worm. Hello, it is I, the worm. Oh, cryogenic extract. I'm gonna get Freezy Gun, get the ice beam. I guess then you can probably shoot the water and walk over the worms. Who made this game? Great question, Mad. Hold on a second. I have a little info sheet. Mad Head Games. I actually tried to look up a list of the games that they've worked on before. They've done a really wide variety of software. It's not super easy to find like a complete list, but I don't know. There's the sense I'm getting already. It's just seems like a very earnest game, you know, just trying to make an honest space adventure. Here's a blurb in the reference sheet that I have about them. Mad Head Games is one of the pioneers of game development in Serbia. Founded in 2011, it quickly grew into an industry leader, blazing the trail for all up-and-coming domestic game developers. The game company is known for its innovative approach to casual adventure games, and after years of consecutive successes, it is expanding into new genres, developing new projects, and boldly making headway into new territory, action games for PCs and consoles. Research the worm. Don't fear the worm. Okay. I never unlocked the other side of that door either. Okay, I think I do have to backtrack though. Wait, no.
Log entry. Seems like this part of the structure is the command panel, but I'm not getting any energy readings from it. It must be deactivated.
Huh, there's the door.
I see the energy points on the gate from this side.
Don't you know what? They just gave me Sparky shot. And it's like fully You can just see your way to the column again, the obelisk. There's a lot of really smart design decisions to make a lot of the game flow lock together. Like the first shortcut door you unlock has a direct visible path right to the checkpoint. So it just reinforces right away the way this game is meant to be played, or what progress looks like. Oh. What if I gave these guys a little zap? Oh, ow. Okay, ow. This is not Returnal, Jet Cougar. Although it does look a little similar. Certainly wouldn't forgive you for thinking that. No, this is kind of a more... It's a Souls Turnal? Souls Turnal with guns, although Returnal has guns, so... Hitting different body parts will result in increased or decreased damage, and sometimes will even provoke different enemy behaviors. Oh. I thought that there was definitely locational damage shooting at the acid spitter guys. Some weak points are color-coded and can only be broken with enough damage of a specific type. Electricity is blue, heat is orange. But what of the worms?
Oh my god!
Desperate communication from the Worm Kingdom. What the heck? You gotta shoot that guy? Okay, I see. Ooh, somebody's learning. Ooh. Gushed.
Brutal. The aggressiveness of these creatures goes beyond typical territorial behavior. Is something causing such hostility? Log entry. This creature is covered with a protective layer consisting of sedimentary rock from the surrounding area. Its exposed heart is filled with highly flammable bodily fluid.
Okay. Okay, so knowledge is essentially experience. But you don't... I guess, yeah, you do get... Well, that's kind of clever. That means you get all your experience at the front end. You get knowledge by scanning things, and whenever you fight new enemies, you can scan them and it'll level you up, but that means you don't necessarily really... There's no reason to, like, grind. There is a reason to explore, though, which might mean you run into more enemies. Oh, you can shoot him in the mouth, too. Oh, he splurted already. Look at that. Quick kill. And I guess learning those combos means you use less ammo. As long as you use the right ammo for the right thing, it's like a very hard-coded advantage you get. Oh, that's got to be the ice beam. Cryogenic rounds or whatever. Ooh. Oh.
What was that thing?
King Yeti? Fight took me way too long? The one I'm about to get to? Or the one that I just did? Yeah, we'll see. I am on hard. I don't know if that's going to make the enemy's bullets spongy. Oh! Oh, worms! Yowza! Okay.
The water.
I see. Yep.
I better stick to the frozen surface if I don't want to be eaten alive.
tortoise beetle. The giant insectoid creature seems to be feeding on the organic matter in its surroundings while being able to repel other parasites with toxins secreted from its glands. Okay. So he's just munching. And since he's secreting freezy juice, nothing messes with him. A lot of secretions in the game. Yeah. Hey, that's science. Science is just studying secretions. People's, the Earth's. Okay. Oh, it's heal over time. Oh. Right. Hey, he broke the ice. Oh, okay. In the demo, you had to shoot pinpoint perfect to hit the chest thing. Mouse makes it easier, but still. Yeah, that seems like a pretty rough thing to ask a controller player to just nail. There was an aim assist strength option here. Cranking that up might have helped, but yeah. It may have been balanced for PC and mouse aim, because that enemy moved around pretty fast.
This one is
and that hit spot was pretty small.
Large quantities of that freezing secretion.
I do like the punch out mentality of having a flash of weakness before they attack you. So you basically have to bet on offense or defense. Blech, worms! Right. One of these days I'll learn. How much ankle skin do I have to lose to the worms? Oh, I don't like this. It's gonna grab me with its little claws, man. Oh, no. Its little tail is there. It's just ready to do whatever it wants. Okay, alright. I'm ready. I'll hit the button on it. It'll be fine. Oh, okay. No. Okay, yes. We'll just get some data from back here and extrapolate a conclusion.
Huh. The appendages are dripping with the fluid that's freezing the water.
Here. Mandibles pronounced and consists of several pairs of bony spikes. They are dripping a fluid that the creature appears to be secreting. The fluid seems to have cryogenic properties as the water beneath is frozen. Okay. Where's the rest of this data? Oh, the head. Shape and position of this segment indicates this is the head of the creature. Good thinking. Since the creature is bilaterally symmetrical, it probably houses the central nervous system. Further scans are required for details. Oh, that's cool.
There's the brain and the neural pathways leading to various organs.
Do I have to scan the ganglia? The cranial gland. This very large gland is connected to several pathways that lead to the abdomen.
This gland is secreting the cryogenic fluid that's freezing the water.
You probably want me to go get that, don't you? Oh, this has got to be a scannable for sure. The digestive system. A large sac connected to an alimentary canal.
The cocktail of digestive acids is dissolving local plant life into homogeneous matter. The process seems to be aided by bioelectricity.
You know what? I really like it when character aspects have their like gameplay modes. So she does like science scanning of stuff because she's a scientist, and that's why they're here. Kind of like how a lot of Isaac Clarke's tasks in the actual game of Dead Space were based around engineering. He was always fixing stuff and working with machines. The Dudo cerebrum, I think. The creature has a brain consisting of 2 pairs of lobes. The protocerebrum is large and is connected to a gland beneath the central nervous system. The Dudo can't get through it. DD mega doo-doo. The Dudo cerebrum is interesting. It is connected to a single large pathway leading to the bottom parts of the creature. It's the butt brain.
Seems to be generating an electrical charge.
Oh, I have to. Hold on. I have to. You have to.
Final goodbyes to this fallen Louisville police officer, DD Megadoodoo. I'm sorry, Mangudu.
We don't need the meme to tell us how to feel, all right? It's all right. It's fine. I need to scan something else. I don't have the data. I don't have it. You know what's so pleasing about being a video game scientist is that it tells you when you've scanned everything. You know when you have all the data. You never know in life, because you never can. Yeah, Deucin, man, that video is too good. It's a it's a classic. I'm gonna find this scannable. I'm gonna find it. I do actually think they may have done some games that had sequences like this. Not quite find the object games, but adventure games and stuff. Is there like a hidden sack? Gotta scan deep for the final sack. There's like an extra scannable inside of a scan. Maybe it's down on the ice? Maybe? Oh, can't really go down that far. I didn't scan anything inside the mandible, which I thought was a little odd. Oh!
And this neural pathway is conducting large amounts of bioelectricity.
The neural pathways, are dense. That's fine.
The creature is mixing bioelectricity with whatever it digests to generate an enzyme, and the enzyme is used to create a cryogenic fluid in the cranial gland. So if I take a sample, I might be able to replicate the process.
Just with her bare hands.
I might be able to use this to craft some kind of cryogenic device with the MPU. It could help me to get through the worms.
Get through the worms. Wait. It just teleported me? I didn't... That's kind of interesting. I just have it? Okay. I guess they figured making the player go all the way back was too much to ask. That's cool, though. Pleasing mechanic. You have the mobile kit? I do. Yeah, I guess I can, like, fabricate items whenever I want. Scientific perception. That's awesome. Yeah, mobile printing unit. Why not?
This way should take me back to the monolith.
I will accept it on the fact... On the... Oh, God! Ow! I was gonna say... I accept it on the simple premise that it is cool. Freaking... I'm a pretty big fan of the peekaboo enemies. They just slap you. They just give you a smack. It's great. Wet combo. Oh, double combo. Chop. Oh. He was frozen and electrified. Get off my planet, I think.
Field outpost Tetra. Marsh biome. Report. Mutations are at stage 3. Specimens are enveloping themselves in mineral material, creating a stone-like outer shell. Their genetic structure is stable. Alpha of the pack is growing exponentially, which is promising. Genetic code fragment harvested.
A recording of some sort. It sounds like a report from some kind of experiment.
Yeah, maybe I'm in a space zoo.
Log entry.
This is where they like breed new biological weapons.
Part of a larger supply system. They're made out of a strong material that fractures when exposed to acid. Structural weakness could be exploited.
Acid rounds, you say?
Log entry. I'm detecting strong electrical energy inside the sac. If the protective membrane is hit with an electric charge, it will explode.
Oop. Oh, boss? Oh, right on, Teton. Yeah, there's just been so many good releases in the first quarter this year. I think it's going to slow down a bit, but it seems like, yeah, there's totally a new hot season between January and March. I guess it's because a lot of companies in their fiscal in March. Oh. Hey! Oh no. Whoop! He rushed me. Yeah, I feel like the business practice used to be you have to rush to get your game out by holiday because you wanted your game to sell in the gift-giving season. But now it seems like people buy games year-round because they're not just gifts. People buy them for themselves. Kind of more, I think. Does that just make all my heals stronger? And if so, is there a place that it shows how many of those you picked up? No, anyway. So yeah, now it's just more beholden since your customers will buy games whenever they come out. Then it just becomes when is it most advantageous for you as a company. And I think that's like, God, I keep forgetting about stamina. But if you can, I should probably backtrack. I'm already healed. But the March time window, it gives you an extra like 3 months to work on your game. And then you can release it at like early mid-March, get your first 2 weeks of sales in your last year's fiscal, make it look as good as possible. So yeah, it just seems like it's all about... Oh, wait, is that chest open? It's all about having maximum development time. They're not gonna get me this time. I guess because they're not there. That's weird. That's weird. I guess the enemy placement is somewhat random. But yeah, I guess now it's like the hot seasons are October, November, February, and March. There used to be some midsummer releases, but I think those are just kind of resigned to the big franchises, sports games. Yeah, nothing in the summer. Yeah, sports games is kind of it. That's another reason, honestly, that I thought Game Pass and like subscription services will be interesting, because it will further abstract game releases from those market forces. God, woo! And I think even out game releases and game development timelines quite a bit, because you can market Game Pass any time of year. You can try to get new signups any time of year. Ah, God. Okay, so can't dodge backwards. Oh, I have another use. Okay. Games used to be released on Tuesdays. My understanding was that was done so that retailers or that companies could ship copies to Walmart by Friday, so that it would be on retailer stores for the weekend, or retailer shelves for the weekend. Oh. And now you have big releases that get released on Friday, because digital distribution is a thing. Ah. Ah! I got closer that time. Yeah. Tried to do the bonk. That's okay. Guaranteed bonk this time. I can hear him skittering after me. Dave Sira, thank you very much for the sub. Damn it, that second swipe always gets me.
Armor is too tough. That was tough.
Ooh, a phasic energy projector. Oh, a shield. Protective barrier will absorb incoming damage for a short duration of time, but it will break if it's subjected to too much damage. All right. Ooh, get to train in the mindscape. Cool looking shield. Oh, that's a gadget. Okay. First official qualified gadget. They definitely increased the time frame to hit his chest a little. Oh, okay. Yeah, they may have done some emergency adjustments if people were struggling. Doing elemental combos does feel pretty cool. And I do like that you can switch ammo types basically instantly. It's really, really fast. Mind cube acquired. Yeah. Wet combo is a pretty pleasing thing to see as well. Because it almost sounds like it's a compliment. They're like, oh, that combo's wet! Like the game's complimenting you on an especially good combo. It doesn't even have to be sexual. Wet can just mean good. This burger's wet. This burger's wet as hell. Actually, I think it's kind of hard to get away from it now that I've said it a few times. Moist combo. Combo rank moist. I think that works. I don't see a problem with that. Alright. Why did my mans walk through worms? Let's find out. Time to solve this mystery. Worms hate me because I'm so frosty. Use the cryo launcher to get past the worms. Done. Yeah, that's right. It's Wet Wednesday. Okay. There were a bunch of diagrams of this thing in that shop area. Ah, okay. There's a waterfall over there, but there's a waterfall over here too. Let me go over here first. Doesn't getting wet mean smoking PCP? Huh. I can't claim to know the street lingo for PCP consumption, but sure, sounds good to me. I'll accept it. Do people smoke PCP anymore? I feel like meth just kind of knocked out all those other, like, dirty designer drugs from the 90s. Ah, if you consult the famous drug documentary Training Day, you'll find this is correct. You know, I don't remember that from Training Day, but I believe that it's in there. Hey, fellers. Yes, the Ethan Hawke, Denzel Washington crime drama, Training Day. Do you think I need to freeze this? Ah! Sorry, pal. I'm ice cold. Clownzo, hello. I'm about to interface with Mindcube. Ah, I just got 4% smarter. It hurts every time, but it's worth it. Less in the US, but every drug still has markets as far as global. Ah. Okay, yeah, I was thinking about it mostly from a US lens. Truth be told, it was mostly through the lens of watching the Copaganda documentary Cops. I liked that show. Oosh. But, wet enemies freeze faster. Amen. But, it is interesting to track the street drugs. Oh, that's awesome. They freeze with their weak point out like that? Oh, can you not? Oh, you can't freeze them while they're or you can't heat them while they're frozen though. Interesting. Maybe you just gotta electro zap. Oh, I got wrecked though. Pharmacopeia, a series on Hulu, has an episode about PCP. It's still being used in the US. All right. I'm glad we got to the bottom of active PCP usage. There's a drug that causes necrosis and has a 100% death rate. The only one with a 100% death rate, if I recall. Oh, crocodile, yeah. It's still got a market in Russia? Oh. I remember reading about that. You know, and like, it was like kind of aughts internet gross out culture. Tricking people into looking at pictures of folks that have used crocodile was a thing on the internet. And just kind of like knowing about it. It's poorly made heroin. Oh. Ugh. Christ. Haven't thought about that in a while. It takes me back. Crocodile. I already got the goodies from over there. I've already acquired the mind cube. Oh, it's jungle rot from not injecting it into a vein. Ah. Jungle rot. I don't know that I want any kind of rot, but I think jungle rot is probably one of the worst kinds. Okay, these fights are already getting pretty intense. Oh, I thought the shield lasted for the cooldown that was visible on the item. That's just to use the shield again. I guess, does the battery not recharge? Mind cube. Okay, there's a very conspicuous shrub here. I'm gonna check out over here. Ooh. That was cool. I like the drum beat of it jumping from oh, monster to monster. They got me. Oh boy. Gotta be careful. Oh, that looks important. Mystic Triangle. A strange artifact made out of the same unidentifiable materials as most of the alien architecture here. Looks like it might be a trigger for some of the related technology.
Interesting.
Ah.
This device could be a part of a larger whole.
Key, I'm guessing. I'm gonna peek over here real quick. Mind cube. Schlorp. Yes. I've thought about it so hard that I've become more able. Oh. Pulse scan. Oh. Highlights creatures' weak points. Okay. Actually, stamina is going to be nice to have.
One of the drones.
Flying.
Observer? What are they observing?
Cool. I feel like there's some... Surely there might be something to interact with. But I think I looked at all the sides. Hey, what's up, BB number 9? Do you all feel ashamed of your words and deeds yet? Only a little bit. But not enough to, like, really have it affect me right now. No, I'm able to soldier on somehow. Insert artifact. No? That's not how that works? Huh. Well, I'll be darned. Wait, what? Is it because I'm in combat? Oh, yeah. Jeez, alright. Okay, fine. I won't just run past them. Hey, Deaf Moon. Thank you for the 44 months of subs. Appreciate that. I am doing great. Doing fantastic, never better. Today's stream is sponsored, which is always great, but by a pretty great game, which is even better. Scars Above. Wait, that quote is 10 years old this year. Which quote? Okay, maybe I can go in here now. Yeah, there we go. This has got to be important. Oh. Man, somebody's gonna jump out at me. I'm ready though. I'm ready to back roll. Ha! Where? What? Ow! Freaking ducked so his bud could spit on me. Oh, the quote you messaged when you came here. Well, now I gotta see it. I gotta see what it is. Do you all feel ashamed of your words and deeds? Well, it's been 10 years. The answer is no. That seems important. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. Wait. Some gamer news. The FTC denied Sony's motion and ordered the company to produce the documents requested by Microsoft's subpoena. Motion is GRA Sony only needs to show their exclusivity deals from January 1st, 2019 to present. Oh, okay. I thought Microsoft was also asking for just a bunch of, like, personnel files and executive compensation stuff. And that's why Sony was like, this has nothing to do with it. Executive deals or the exclusive deals are really interesting because, yeah, Sony's been doing a lot. Although I wonder if they're like, are they trying to do this? Also, this guy's gnarly by the way. Don't mean to talk over this big man. Oh, that was awesome. He's got like fire bits inside of his tentacle mouth, vagina, tummy. Ah! No! I don't ever want to go in there. Ow! Oh, his tongue looks like a little tie. Ugh. But yeah, it's got little belly nads. Dude, this thing is so gnarly. Oh, that's a good monster design. Ew. It's got balls and ginas and butts and ugh. It's got all of it. It's got it all.
Log entry. The bulbous growths on the creature's back act as storage for enormous quantities of digestive enzymes. Rupturing them will deal massive damage and incapacitate the creature.
That's so calm. Yeah, all I can figure is that Microsoft wants that, so if it does come to a trial, they can just say, like, this is the amount of money and the deals that Sony has made, and you don't consider those markets to be a monopoly. So what gives? Yeah, it was so weird. I saw that thing from the CMA today, too, where they basically ruled that COD being on the Switch doesn't count because it wouldn't look cool enough. Like, they were like, the Switch's graphics can't compare, so it still doesn't count. They were first like, you can't put COD on the Switch, it's not good enough to run it. And now that Microsoft made that, or announced that deal, they're like, well, even if it could run it, it would look so bad that it doesn't count. It's just weird, man. It's like the FTC and the CMA are specifically concerned with making sure that high-end console shooters don't shift around. Because they keep, like, repeatedly just saying, no, only these two consoles count. And only Call of Duty matters. It's so weird.
mutation is affecting the creature's aggression levels. Hostility of stage 3 mutations increased by several magnitudes. I am continuing observation.
There's some incredibly petty PS5 fanboy at the heart of this 100%. I mean, some of the FTC and CMA stuff does kind of almost read like it's just like pro Sony. Because its logical leaps are very weird. Like, the way that it's talked about does sort of require specific knowledge of gamer shit, but it always warps that information into the like weirdest, most hyper-specific example. The European one almost makes sense to me with the UK and how like completely saturated PlayStation that is as a market. I mean, it's completely conceivable that people who grew up playing games are now the lawmakers or the lawyers arguing these cases. So I honestly don't rule out the fact that some of the blocks may be because of Sony fanboyism and a specific desire to protect the markets that they personally are invested in. You never know, and I mean that's part of the political process. That's why the whims of people are infused into the political process, because people are the folks doing it. I guess I always just
An alien artifact. Could be useful.
It's just weird to see it there. If it is there, it could also just be Sony like greasing the right palms. Or Microsoft like did not grease the right palms. It could also just be a anti-Microsoft move because regulators are not too fond of them in general. Yeah, fanboys have infiltrated key government agencies. They're ready to be turned on with a single programming phrase. All you have to do is play the PlayStation 2 boot, and their eyes glaze over and they'll vote for anything. That's what the Lolly-Lulelo was. Sony fanboys controlling all world governments. I think COD on Switch will use future COD games, or will cause future COD games to be held back graphically? Or do you think the work will be put in to make sure the engine scales that well all the way down? I think the latter. I honestly don't think there's a whole lot preventing... Like, I think the Switch can run pretty much anything. You could just scale it down to potato quality. It's just a question of the time and effort. I think Activision... So it's interesting, as part of the CMA thing too, Activision said that they abandoned COD on the Switch because of storage issues. Call of Duty takes like 150 to 175 gigs, and I guess delivering that in the Switch's storage structure or all over their system was seen as prohibitively like an engineering problem that they did not solve, I guess, or felt it would be too costly to solve. I think the hidden part is that they probably judged that Nintendo Switch players would not be huge microtransaction buyers. Maybe assuming that the system skews a bit young. So I'm gonna guess it was like that plus that. But now that the Switch has like 100 million units out there, and Fortnite's on it, I don't know. Time to revisit that idea. I think I've already been in here. I can't remember what was in there. I already got it, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing technically about COD that means it couldn't run either. Well, it contains Spark. Oh, that's neat. That means it couldn't either scale down, or, you know, people suggested cloud as well, which makes a lot of sense. Or there will be a newer, better Switch in a year or two from now, when this agreement kicks up. So there's a lot of factors that mean that I don't think that Call of Duty as a franchise will be impacted negatively by its placement on the Switch. Actually, Bruce and I kind of talked about it after the most recent Inside Games. My only prediction was that it would cause disruptions to a content calendar for like Warframe. If they have to roll out Warframe updates across all platforms, or even Call of Duty multiplayer across all platforms, and like they have to run their seasonal content and support the Switch and all that stuff, that's just a load that's gonna like either
a console of some sort. Two parts are missing.
It's either gonna reduce output because they'll just have to dedicate time and staff to supporting that platform, it'll cause a disruption to the... What I figure is that this is all predicated on the deal going through, and if it does, I imagine Activision is going to expect an infusion of money from Microsoft to make this deal happen. So, they'll just hire a ton of contractors, and the first couple of releases on Switch will probably be pretty shaky, and then they'll figure it out and get going. I think it's damaging for Sony to disclose how much they spend on exclusives. How does that help Xbox? It helps Xbox by making it easier to argue in court that, like, the kinds of deals they're doing don't damage the industry because they're already happening, and that their chief competitor Sony is already participating in those practices. So you can't argue that something would create a monopoly if it's already part of the status quo, I guess. I don't know if that's the legal approach, but that seems to be what Microsoft is already doing. By like putting COD on the Xbox and stuff, they're trying to reveal that a lot of the arguments around preventing their acquisition
Nothing's happening. I should scan the inside of the console and try to figure it out.
I should. Oh man, I get to figure out an alien machine. It's just going to be odd for the FTC to say Disney and Fox merger is less harmful than Microsoft and Activision. Disney One made Disney far and away the largest media market. Yeah, they're not. The problem is I don't think comparative statements really hold. And also it is part of trends. The FTC has approved a whole lot of mega mergers lately, and I think it's just the trends are shifting away from being cool with megacorps. So that's my understanding. I've read a couple articles based on the reporting we've done on Inside Games that like there's just anti-corp sentiment in the US government right now, or it's growing. So the FTC may have jumped on this as part of an anti-corporate wave, but it's a little less substantiated here than mergers in the past or acquisitions in the past.
There appears to be 3 power sources.
Oh, look at this. Freaking pipe games. And the perspective actually helps you kind of suss out where these are going. I was wondering about that fixed camera pan. I like it. I thought it was a bit of an interesting choice, but it makes a lot of sense for puzzles like this. All right. So let's see here. The right one is, it's the 7 with a dot. Can't wait for the Inside Games episode this week. Oh, we're actually taking off the 2 longer episodes this week because some stuff's going on. I'm traveling, but the digest will be hitting on Saturday as usual. And actually, tonight, Bruce is coming over because we're going to record a podcast, an Inside Games podcast. We're going to talk about games in a podcast form.
These symbols on the power sources seem familiar.
They do, don't they? Actually, I don't need to trace the other one. Okay, because there's only 2. Oh, maybe I do need to trace the other one. Oh. Does the orientation matter? Like, do I need to... Patreon exclusive pod. Not Patreon exclusive. It's part of like a rework. Huh. There's going to be a non-exclusive podcast and then a Patreon exclusive bonus podcast. We're also going to record a video kind of talking about it. So we're actually going to change a couple of the Patreon rewards to try to make stuff that people seem a little more interested in, stuff that people have been asking about. All right, so it's... There, is that one? But it's like, it's facing the wrong way. Can I rotate it? I can.
Those pyramids have the same symbols as the power sources. Perhaps if I could position them correctly?
Wait a minute. I'm gonna push the... Wait, what? Is that the right?
Each power source
Oh,
is
you have to
connected
scan
the
them.
top of the console.
Oh, it actually lights it up. I want to rotate this properly. Dang it. Is it supposed to be like that? Okay, is that... To like orient it in the same way, it's impossible to orient it in the same way. Does it just have to be the same symbol? Oh, face down. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, okay. Yup. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Some scientist I am. Just gonna... Yeah, there it is. Okay. I do like that it has to match the triangle. Like, you have to actually rotate it around so it fits in the triangle correctly. It doesn't do that automatically.
Whoa.
Cool.
Technology indistinguishable from magic.
Let's see here. Heard that back in the days of disk media, devs had to optimize and cut out all the unnecessary data left over after production to ensure the game would fit on the disk. But with the digital era, devs can save payroll and effort by cutting the fat by just leaving it all. Led to massive game sizes for game downloads. Large portion of the data downloaded isn't even used. Not necessarily. Not...
Storm.
There was some trimming to fit on a disc, but they definitely didn't cut out absolutely everything. No, like, yeah, if a game won't fit, then you have to start compressing assets, but... I mean, there are notorious examples of games having content on the disc that wasn't used. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was like a huge example of problems caused by game content that shipped but was incomplete but still on the disc. Well, games are big now just because assets got bigger. The visual fidelity and the size required to have a game asset that displays on a 480p TV is just orders of magnitude smaller than a 4K capable asset. And instead of having like 8 ground textures now you need like 400. Some games like ship with all copies of localized audio. Oy. When like before the game wouldn't even be localized in anything. One thing that I think is kind of interesting, a way that, or a reason that older games were actually quite a bit bigger than they needed to be, at least in terms of their disk image size. And this kind of came up a little bit more when it came to like Sony talking about download sizes actually getting a little bit smaller on the PS5. Was that you would have, like on a disc, since the disc is spinning, and the write head actually has to physically move to different sectors on the disk to like read information. Some information would be duplicated on the disk to be adjacent to other data that it would be read next to in the game. Oh, that's nice. So, like, I guess music, well, who knows? Who knows what specifically, but music and art assets and stuff, you can spool into the game faster if it's physically closer on a CD or even on an installed hard drive. You ever cheat in Halo 2? No, I didn't play much Halo 2. You used to have to put a butter knife in the disc to stop spinning to get only DLC maps so you could mod them. Holy crap. Wait. Jesus. Interesting. So it just wouldn't load the disc maps? If I can just run past these guys. Oh, thank you, Mega Dirk. You know, if anything, nowadays, I feel like there's more incentive than ever to scrub your releases of non-released content because people data mine. PKONet, thanks for gifting 10 subs. What do you do? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. The occasion, because it's gaming. Who lit all these candles? And that was the dude that got me. Yes, really appreciate the generosity. You better believe I'm gonna game. Uh-oh. Shy. Never heard of this game. Is it fun? I mean, I'm having a really good time so far. Stream is sponsored. I'll make sure that that is disclosed before I start giving my opinions, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've been on a tear of enjoying wild alien psychedelic landscapes lately. Been a lot of good trippy space in video games lately. Oh, wait a minute. There was a hallway back there. You can see the little teeth. Aye. Yeah, there's this explodey hallway. Maybe you're meant to lure the big guy back in here. I bet there's items. I bet there's items. Who wants to give me some items? Ah. Jesus, that's a lot of dudes. Alright. You just want to hang out. That helps me out a lot. Dang, man. Whew. Oh, you can burn the eggs before they hatch. Ooh. I didn't know that. Thank you.
The monsters, they are letting me pass. It's my body. The growth. I have to cleanse it.
Combat reminds me of James Cameron's Avatar, the video game. Yeah? The sprinting with a rifle? That was a lot of that game. Running very fast with a gun in your hand. Yeah, Robinson ain't doing too well. Okay, let me get back out here. He just wanted to pet the snack. Now he's got a friend for life. I think having a friendly alien infection isn't that bad. That's just my brave take. Ooh. I saw the entity from the storm again. The apparition referred to him as the Custodian. He is responsible for destroying the apparition's people. The Custodian scares me. His very presence is unnerving, but I must push on. I must find Richard. Didn't you say you wanted a tapeworm? When I think about tapeworms, I don't see any downsides. That's all. I want to eat unlimited hamburgers and still be skinny. Which I don't think is that unreasonable of an ask. Especially if I have a little worm pal.
Burn. Burn! Burn the growth! Burn! Burn at you! Ah! Burn it!
What is wrong with Richard?
Sounds like he's got a headache. I wonder if that worked for Richard. I wonder if he's doing fine now. Just a little hot iron on the growth. Hey. Hey. This looks like a boss room up here.
Commander Robinson?
Kate, I've been waiting so long. But the fear...
Richard.
kept me sharp.
Hi.
Burn the growth. The body must be cleansed.
Doing some growth burning, it seems. Oh, gross. Oh, it's Nord. Oh, that's pretty rad, though. Ah! No! Wow, that's pretty cool. Just gonna give me a second. Okay. Oh! Ah, I didn't get it in time. Ugh. Okay. Almost got it.
Richard, I'm so sorry. I had no choice. What happened to you, Richard? Tam. Mike. I hope you're alive.
Yeah. Feeling some annihilation.
The Hermes. I need to reach the crash site.
The idea of like intellectual curiosity causing you to propel yourself into a transhumanist hellscape.
Important.
Time for a fat scan. Oh man. This guy's gonna give me so much knowledge. A hulking monstrosity that is the result of Commander Richard Robinson's terrible fate. His human DNA has transferred into this alluvial body and is filled with flesh-eating bile worms. The same can't be said for Robinson's consciousness, which perished during this metamorphosis. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Okay. Advanced reloading might be worth it. Or just more health, maybe? I'm gonna go with the resources. Cube. The science gone too far. I guess this is more like exploration, though. It's not quite like science giving birth to a monstrosity, like a Godzilla sort of situation. I think it's less like we invited this on ourselves and more like some people need to know about all the need to acquire knowledge at the cost of their identity, of their human body. I still need to scan it? Oh, I do. Little grenade. Okay. Flammable liquid. Make sure it splashes over all of them. Shoot the spit liquid with the thermic charger so that it ignites. Watch the enemies burn to complete the tutorial. Good. Okay, now I can go back. Yeah, Pablo, there's some parts of this game that are kind of eldritch. Some of the environments and stuff, I would say they didn't really have like the dark gothic look of Bloodborne, but the other part, the kind of like psychedelic burn your mind out part, that's pretty present here. Ooh. Man. Hey there, fella.
This used to be a beautiful place.
Hey, big gal.
Would you say the returnal comparisons are apt? It's a lady running around with guns on an alien planet, so I get it.
So, not all creatures here are hostile. I wonder if the aggressive ones used to be peaceful as well. If so, what turned them?
Yeah, I guess it's more alike than it is different. You scan things. It's not a roguelike though. And the combat has a different flavor. Returnal is much more focused on just like the twitch shooting, arcade style action. This is I won't say RPG because that, like, there's not a bunch of numbers and leveling and stuff, but there's a lot of like elemental stuff to throw around. There's a lot of environmental stuff that you can combine with elemental stuff. You explore to find upgrades and gain knowledge that you get ability points that you can spend on permanent upgrades, that kind of thing. Oh, Remnants from the Ashes is the closest game. Okay. Metroid Prime-like? A little more combat, maybe. Not quite as slow and ponderous as Metroid Prime, but still, like, creepy alien planet, lots of lorables to scan. Encountering hostile local flora and fauna. Creepy old alien ruins. No, like, Metroidvania. Well, I guess maybe some. Yeah, getting the eye shot and crossing the water, that's kind of Metroidvania-ish.
More equipment from the Hermes.
Yeah, it's nice when you run into something that doesn't want to kill you. They're just hanging out, just munching. If I were Samus Aran, I would eradicate them. Oh, Fluffster. Pookykins. I don't remember the cat's name.
I'll find you guys.
Mr. Jefferson. Thank you, game. It was extremely important that you reminded me. I was actually a bit disappointed in myself for not remembering, so the game got me though. Yeah, I agree. I'm a big fan of downtime in games. I remember first playing Earthbound and getting to like the coffee break, just like a minute and a half where it's just kind of like just smooth vibes. Really opened my eyes to the fact that games could be experiential and not just a series of like challenges. Flesh remains. Flesh alluvials evolve by meshing with the stone that surrounds them. They do it instinctively to protect themselves from harm. Ugh. Oh, Captain, you got to Eternal Ring? I played that a teeny bit a while ago. I liked it alright. I mean, it seemed like it wasn't too removed from something like Kingsfield. I guess it's in discrete zones. I don't know, since you're playing through them all, I'd be curious what you would think makes Eternal Ring different. Oh. Is this a cave biome? Hey, Joe Malik. Just got home from work. Nice. Well, there's some good streamings going on today. It's honestly not very different. Yeah, that was kind of my feeling. Oh! Oh yeah, new scan. That's good stuff. A flesh alluvial. I got the exposed shrimp gorillas, I guess. Uh-oh. Hey, Zidonia? Oh yeah, how's that lovely Kingsfield feature of not having a map and everything looking super generic and having no discernible landmarks, so you don't know where the fuck you are at any point. Video games. I remember that. I mean, I had baby brain back then, but that's the big reason I couldn't really hang with Metroid 1 or 2. So many long hallways to like rooms that looked identical. It's just so hard to get your bearings. Although these days I could probably just get over myself and like make a map. Phantom Brigade launched on Steam yesterday. What is Phantom Brigade? I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, I guess you just play Zero Mission. And Samus Returns. I guess you can't really play Samus Returns. That looks really cool. I'm gonna go check that out in just a moment. I have to use the restroom real quick. Be right back. Hey folks. I come back to a very important question. When was the last time anyone on the planet has manually typed in https:// I did it a while ago because I had copied and pasted a www dot into something, and I think it was like a chat command. And if the https:/ wasn't on it, then the link didn't recognize, like it didn't hyperlink in chat. So I do remember having to like but it's been about a year, maybe like less than a year for me. Frobot's got it a couple of weeks back. Yeah, you have to put that S in there. Okay. Does putting the S in front make it go to just like an entirely different server? How does the S magically add on security? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Sorry, I just itched a really good spot on my back. Just tuned in. What is this game? Oh, it uses a different protocol. Oh, okay, cool. So, it has to, it even starts from the client side and what you use to talk. Okay. Hackers see it and know it's secure, so they leave it alone. It's like that ADT sign in the front yard. You don't even need the system. Whoa, hold on. This one's got an S on it. We gotta back off, crew. Hold. Your hack crew. We gotta move on. Alright, Morgie, sorry. Just tuned in. What is this game? That's a really good question. It's kind of like a... It kind of lands in an interesting spot. It's kind of Soulsy, it's kind of survival horror with the kind of the pace of the combat and the resource management. The combat's all about like mixing and matching different elemental types based on environmental effects. The environment is this kind of like psychedelic, surrealist, body horror, alien landscape. You level by scanning things. You're a scientist, so gaining knowledge is kind of how you progress, which is pretty cool. You pick up mind cubes that are basically just like experience drops, but then also scanning new enemies and stuff like that, scanning terrain and environmental stuff. Will help you progress. You get ability points where you can unlock stuff from a skill tree. Basically, you're part of a, the story is that you are Kate, a doctor who's a scar. You can kind of see it on the, I guess on the backpack there. You were part of a science team exploring this, like, newly arrived... What was it called? It's got a cool name. Hold on a second. The dodecahedron or something like that. No, metahedron. This alien inverted pyramid shows up above Earth. You're part of an elite science crew that goes up there to study it. You're scanning it. It creates a gravity well. You're kind of like sucked in, teleported. Now you're in this crazy world. It's not quite Scorn levels of grossness, not yet. Although these little raisin gorilla guys might have something else to say about that. Oh, that's a lot of dudes though. Ooh, okay, think. Ha! No, dude, go away. Okay. So oh, I'm out of batteries. Oh, because they're all shared. Ow! They got me. Holy crap. Anyway, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty because I wanted to see, I wanted the game to test me, and it is starting to. I kind of just beat the first major boss, so I'm sort of moving into the second, chapter 2, I guess. There's explicit chapter cards. Yeah, it got me with the dookie ball. Who among us haven't gotten clipped by a dookie ball? I forgot about the scan. So yeah, it's not quite as bullet hell as something like Returnal. Oh, that's how it came in. That's right. Decaying flesh on the walls. So I guess it was this way. Kind of looks like Returnal. It's kind of like Metroid Prime on paper. In practice, it's got an interesting mix, to be honest. It's got an interesting mix of like the elemental stuff and exploiting elemental weaknesses is kind of cerebral and puzzle-like, but you also have to nail shots. Like, you don't have forever to hit these weak points, and it is a pretty significant part of the game to be able to, at least on this difficulty. Like, it's significantly longer, more dangerous to just shoot these fellas to death. Hey-ya-ya. It hurts, I know. Don't throw things. Ow! Eesh. The bouncy hair is distracting? Oh man, I am not looking at the hair. I'm like trained on the enemies at all times. Gotta shoot their nubbins. Oh, Ryork, yeah, I was just kind of talking about Returnal. You know what's weird? It is very Returnal and aesthetic. Like, everything about it looks like Returnal. But it doesn't play like Returnal, and like... I don't know. Kind of like... faster, grittier Mass Effect? No, that's not right. Okay, let's see if I can get down there to the... Oh, that's right, you can... I was told you can burn these before they hatch, or... oh no, that did nothing. Ah, heck. I'm gonna try this tactic again. No! Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh! I'm out of ability to retreat. Ugh. Oh my gosh. No! Hold on, I've got to heal. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I'm almost dead. Okay. Well, at least I can explore forward a little more. That didn't... Wow, that didn't... Oh my gosh. Whose negative effects did I not... Maybe I didn't... Okay. Looks like Chill Doom. It's not the worst way to describe it, yeah. You still have to think, you still have to hit your shots, but you're not... Like, it's not assault from all sides all the time. It's more... That's kind of what I mean by the survival horror part. It's like, it's in hallways... engagements are very, like, contained and specific. It is about resource management. I'm getting a better sense of that now. There's ammo, there's item usages, there's, like, battery use, and then there's, like, money. So it's kind of an interesting split. You get like, X heals and X gadget uses per checkpoint. Kind of like an Estus. And then you have another currency that you can spend on other kinds of buffs or healings. Healings. RE4 with Soulsy additions. Yeah. Yeah. Although it's going pretty hard down the like RE4 combat style. So yeah, RE4 had like situational stuff that was skill based, like shoot the leg, do a roundhouse kick kind of stuff, so you can crowd control and do some bonus damage and save resources. And then beyond that, it was kind of about target prioritization and stuff like that. Yeah. Although yeah, the explicit environmental mechanics are an interesting addition to that sort of thing. I just like that it creates that fun situation where you just get overwhelmed with something, you sit back, you think about it, and you're like, okay. Like, they're in water, they're next to that nodule. All the ways you can give yourself an advantage. Do you recommend this game? It's on my wish list for now. Well, this is a sponsored stream, so let me disclose that. They're paying me to play this. But, personally, I'm really intrigued by it. I like games that I like games that are trying stuff. And there's a lot of cool ideas here. I can't possibly say whether or not that holds up over the whole runtime of the game, but it's got my interest and it's a really solid foundation to start building encounters and stuff off of. I guess what remains to be seen is how transactional is that going to get? It's always hard to shoot the lumps, though, even if you know the patterns. Actually, this might be really... I've bottomed out one gun one time. But increased gadgets might be good too. Oh my gosh, Grace. 7-year sub means I've given you $420. So nice. That's real nice. Thank you. I mean, this game's pretty space dank. Pretty danked on space. Rapid reload, though. Rapid reload. Have we reached a point in games where they all have some other game it can be compared to? Like how many truly new aspects we can add to a game without it haven't being seen in some other game. It's pretty rare that you get genuinely new concepts. I mean, I think you can hunt and peck for the various aspects of Death Stranding and other games, but really as a concept, it was kind of new. I mean, there's like logistics games that kind of share the same headspace, but as like a literal walking sim and equipment, like traversal mechanics, strand mechanics. I'm telling you, Kojima, you can't doubt him. But yeah, oh my gosh. Or even something like Aka R, where it's like, it's so primal that you can't say it's like Assassin's Creed with guns or something. It's a fundamentally new base arcade game. And its rule set can't even really be compared to anything. Actually, like, the only thing I can think of that's kind of like it is every Extend to Extra Extreme, E4. A game that was about, I guess, Fantavision? A game about detonating and, like, area of effects and stuff? Oh, Neon White? Yeah. I guess the majesty is when you blend elements and it feels new. I remember thinking that with Hotline Miami. Being like, okay, this is like new. This isn't new. There's always been games like this, like Robotron and stuff, but this execution and this meaning, this interpretation and this framing, this usage, the way that like the emotion of the game reflects back on the themes of it and the story that like, good stuff. You get those moments still. Basically GTA 1, but no driving. Yeah? God, I don't understand the driving in GTA 1. How unpleasant. I remember playing the demo for Grand Theft Auto a lot and just finding it really unenjoyable to play. The overhead view perspective was just... I just couldn't see or react to anything. It just felt too ungangly. I guess people really liked running people over. But there was Carmageddon. I don't know if they came out around the same time. I mean, GTA 3 is when it really, like, captured the majesty. I mean, that's kind of an interesting thing to think about, though. How perspective, like, it had the same verbs, the same actions, like GTA 1 and 3. Same concept, but pulling that camera down was everything. Aha! Oh! Ooh! That's a cool crackly crumbly bridge. Yeah, Werewolf, you know what, I agree. I actually really like Chinatown Wars. I remember really liking that. There was like a minigame where you had to like tap the screen to like break out the glass of a car you wanted to steal and stuff. It was awesome. I remember the cutscenes being a cool comic book style. It made sense for GTA. As this game kind of Metroidvania and exploration are pretty linear. It has had Metroidvania stuff, but I think that might have just been a kind of partial tutorial. So I can't really say, to be honest, because it's had an aspect of that, but I don't know if that's where the game's going to stay. I'm going to guess it's going to be like Soulsy levels.
Bite wounds are approximately 6 inches.
Where you get shortcuts back, but the shortcut isn't you can jump higher now. It's you've unlocked a door. That said, I am getting new abilities. There's like still some new stuff to get. There's like an ability screen of stuff. This kind of comes from being in the world, but also kind of comes as a result of combat and stuff like that. Oh, this is a pretty cool open area here. Oh man, that means they can put big dudes. Big dudes. Is this game still in early access? No. It is officially launched as of yesterday. Oh. Hey there, guy. Whoa. That was a fancy little maneuver. He got so many teeth. What? Oh. 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 Oh, the way the little like connectors turn into teeths. Oh, that's gnarly. It's all hairy. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I've done it.
Log entry. Overdeveloped mandible is filled with razor-sharp teeth. Extremities are very strong, allowing the creature to close the distance to its prey quickly.
Make him run good. Let's see here. Ammo fiber cap 50%. Huh. Okay. Oh. That seems good. That's only 2 points. Dealing a killing blow with a melee weapon heals 25% of health. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like also it's priced pretty aggressively. $40, even though I think it's on a launch sale right now on Steam. Yeah, if you wanna learn more about it, because like I said, this is a sponsored stream, do use the SCARS command in chat. Okay, so I guess if you shoot their mouths. Ooh! I got clever girl. Oh. How? I've been picking up these contained sparks, and I'm not 100% sure exactly how they work. Do they maybe they recharge item use? No? Maybe there's a button to use them. Hold on a second. Is that an active reload? It is. Yeah, I just bought that upgrade. I just haven't been hitting it because I keep forgetting I have it. Ugh. Seems like it's easier to freeze these guys. That was cool. I'm almost out of sparkle ammo. That is not cool. Just gotta trust. I'm gonna keep forgetting. Hold on, I wanna get it. I can't reload. I can't reload anymore. Here we go. Ooh, mine cube. Slap the cube. I wonder, I'm gonna guess that those, well, they don't come back when you respawn stuff though. I was gonna guess that those cubes just scale in experience to kind of keep you where you need to be. But if you only pick them up once, then probably not. This is nice though. Jay Borden, thank you for the sub. Can't even count that high? That's okay. No one ever needs to. Only frauds and phonies ever have to count above 30. Nothing in your life will ever be more than that.
This was a massacre. Bite marks. They were shredded into pieces. They must have been killed by those monsters nearby. This was someone close to you, wasn't it?
Save your people. Stop the custodian.
This holographic technology is incredible. I think I could use it to make something useful. Some kind of distraction.
Ooh. You think this is the real Kate? It is. The hollow lure will attract the enemies to its location. Throw it next to the exploding blobs. Ah. Okay. To be able to, like, yank the AI to stuff is kind of the final... That's the cherry on top. You can lure them into environmental hazards and then use them. And then set up combos. Okay. What the? Oh, I think I was was I hitting the... Weird, okay, whatever. But yeah, that sound effect is kind of similar to the Glorby teleports in Returnal. The optics are there for sure. I don't think they chose to make this game after playing Returnal, though. Well, wait, when did that game come out? Is that 2020? Yeah. Well, it's cool regardless. How about that? It's over here. Oh, Returnal was 21. Okay. First trailer was like a year before that, right at E3? Okay, yeah. I don't think anybody would look at a trailer and be like, oh, we should make a whole game that looks like that. How about psychedelic space shit is just a really cool location for some sweet video games. I love trippy video games. I mean, why not? That's why I kind of like Bloober Team. If it's all generated by a PC, if that's the world you're in, you can do some messed up stuff.
Crash site must be close. I hope Tam and Mike are alive.
That's another reason I like Destiny so much. Oh my gosh. That was a good mind cube. Lots of dark secrets in that mind cube. All right. Who? What? Oh! Oh, there's a lot of them. Whew. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. You hate spiders? I get it, Loofbox. I understand. I'm a spider supporter, but I can't hold it against somebody if they don't like them.
Maximum power to avoid the
I kind of get it. They're a bit creepy, I guess. I think they're neat. I think they're neat and helpful, and sometimes even cute. But this is it's okay. I'm not going to ban everyone that doesn't like spiders as like I normally would. Making an exception. I'm learning. I'm growing. Becoming softer, kinder. I'm learning to flow as Nimbus would want me to. Cloud Strider, Bella Bora, or whatever his name was. Aw, dang it. Ow. Oh, you can shoot their... Oh, you can shoot their spits. Ooh. This is a pretty tough encounter. Ooh, dang it, man. I just healed. It's still a traumatic thing to do, fighting this thing. I don't like looking at it. Oh, all of the popped shit on its back. It's stressful. It's just too stressful. Okay, so let me see here. I don't know these sparks. I'll figure it out one of these days. Oh, speaking of, I'm going to try... So there's going to be a concert at the Hollywood Bowl that is Sparks and They Might Be Giants. Which are... That's a really good pairing, really. I've never seen Sparks live, but I've seen They Might Be Giants live like 5 times. Anyway, I hope I get to go. That sounds like a fun show. Some prime dork music. It filled when you grabbed it? Okay, I was looking at it, and it... For some reason, my eyeballs just didn't see that. So yes, when you pick one up... Oh, Candles, they play all the time. They're touring so much.
Please be alive.
I guess I don't know what it's like to try to get tickets for them these days. But they do a ton of live shows. Oh, Ween is playing in Vegas soon? Ween's too down the I don't know. I've only heard some Ween, but it's a little too down the whatever rabbit hole that it's down. It's just too far down it. I don't know how to describe it. It's just too much. It's a 3-day show, non-stop. What do you mean? Like a 96-hour show? Interesting. That kind of sounds like Ween, I guess? There might be breaks. Yeah, I would imagine.
I'm not done with the Hermes. I have to get some answers.
The pee-pee poo-poo breaks. Actually, I do kind of want to check out the Hermes. But there might be items down here. What if there's lore? Oh, it won't let me. Okay. Oh, Ryan is going? Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm good. That's good. I'm glad. Ryan belongs there. Imagine an entire casino filled with Ryans, because I feel like that's what you're going to get. Which is... Oh. I'm kind of talking myself into going now.
An improvised power source. Looks like Tam's handiwork. Can't open it without a keycard.
Oh. There's item interaction puzzles? I love that, like, this game picks up a lot of charisma and personality from the non-combat aspects, and I'm really glad they decided to include a lot of those.
Something is really wrong with Mike. I've placed him in the bio bed and I'm running tests, but his skin...
Yeah, I saw the Sparks Brothers documentary. It's interesting because I added the Sparks footage to MediaTek.
What did they encounter up?
And for the longest time, that was pretty much all I knew about Sparks. And I did not know if that was like a genuine performance or if it was just some weird business. So, fun seeing all that. Also, I have the same Hello Kitty. I have the same Hello Kitty coaster that one of the Sparks Brothers has, and I still use it. And I was very happy to see that. But yes, Hello Kitty has to be a thing now, right? Okay, let me deduce. Whoa, careful now. Bang. It's unsolvable. Unsolvable puzzle. What? Oh.
Mike? Mike, what happened? Look, where is Commander Robinson?
Got some video game food here.
No. Mike! I'll get you to the lab. Hang on. It'll be okay.
Looks like a chicken cutlet with mashed potatoes or like some cream pasta maybe? And spaghetti? Spaghetti. Mashed potatoes with too much pepper.
What is this metahedron? Why did it bring us here?
I think I like pepper up until the point where it actually kind of tastes spicy in your mouth. Like you kind of get a little bit of burn. That's a teeny bit too much. I need to start experimenting a little. Oh my god! I need to start experimenting more with horseradish, I think. Crap. Oh.
One of our jackets. I'm taking it.
Yeah, I get a jacket. Okay, got a lock or a key. Here, when you hear the crunch of the peppercorn. Made from hard-wearing fabric that is both lightweight and very durable. This jacket provides light protection to the wearer while feeling very comfortable. Speaking of light while feeling comfortable, I'm going to be going to Arizona this weekend, and it's going to be like below freezing out there. I'm going to have to be cold. I'm going to get all cold. I have to pack a jacket. Okay, there's not really a... Thought there would be a, like maybe a goodie I could siphon out of a pocket or something. Ooh. You ever get a pepper kernel and grind it between your front teeth? No. I've never just eaten a peppercorn. I didn't think you would be able to. I guess I assume that that's something that human beings wouldn't be able to palate, but that seems like something that you would like dare someone to do, and then they do it and it would paralyze them or something, and you'd be like, haha, pranked. Wait, I get a different cutter? Oh, okay. 2 cutters. Double the damage. Neat. Severe slice ability enabled.
If it can cut through plasteel bulkheads, it can cut through anything.
New ability. Severe slice. Oh, there it is. Press and hold to charge a stronger attack. Alright, alright. I almost kind of like the jump scare melee in this game. So with some survival horror, you kind of get to where you feel pretty comfortable being at low health. Or it's like any enemy you ever see is going to be across the room. So even if you're like at full health, or if you're at like 1 HP, you can still just kind of play. Because the second a zombie pops out, you can just pause the game and like use healing items if you really need to. And that way you kind of hedge your bets a little. But this is nice, because if you're low health, well, somebody might just pop out and slap you. I can't use my cool swords to cut through the door. Lame. Eating pizza rolls, sorry to humble brag. The 7-Eleven lady judged me for buying 4. I'm not seeing a problem. What was the judgment? I had a 7-Eleven person comment on my diet once, and I was like, I'm not here because I believe in good ideas, alright? Oh.
Graduation day. Feels like it happened in another lifetime.
Yeah. Same date. Or is it the same date? I think it is. Why is she, she's looking all shifty. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 6/20/10, okay. See, that's some survival horror stuff. Survival horror, environmental puzzling.
Tamara's computer.
Mike and Robinson went to scout the area. I'm trying to repair the ship's scanning system. Without it, we're blind to what's happening around us.
Medical log. Mike's situation has become dramatically worse. The tumors on his body are now expanding at an exponential rate and spreading all over the lab. I have no way of curing him. I isolated a single nanite unit. Its construction is far too complex. However, I discovered it is constantly receiving a binary transmission. It looks like an instruction set. My hypothesis is that these nanites are controlled from the central source. If I'm able to find it, maybe I can instruct them to reverse the process.
Okay. Nanobots that terraform your body, basically. Only Mike returned. He's in bad shape and can't give me a straight answer. Tried all known antibiotics, but his condition is only deteriorating. I suspect the nanites in his blood are responsible for this. They're changing his cells. Mike is getting more aggressive at times. I'll have to keep the lab locked.
Tim recorded the coordinates to the computer. What is up there?
Mike. Oh, Varshan, glad to hear it. You'll be able to restart your Japanese lessons starting next Monday. That's awesome. Hey, speaking of that, dang it. Captain Sverga, are you still around in chat? I forgot the name of the thing you recommended. It wasn't Duolingo, it was the other thing. I should have written it down.
Happened to Richard too.
Ugh.
Mike, what has this place done to you?
That's some pretty effective tentacleizing. That is not comfortable to look at. Ah, this stuff is so cool. I've always wondered why there isn't more of this. You know, like the zoom and enhance stuff in Blade Runner, CSI. It's in those shows because it's cool. Is he still alive? It was Lingo something? Okay. That's a good way to start.
The bloodstream is full of foreign bodies consisting of an unknown alloy. There is a wound in the upper torso, triangular in shape. It looks like it was made by a solid, thorn-like projectile.
Good body horrors when the guy who shouldn't be alive is still alive. That's the rule. Falling out of a wall pimple or something. Gagging on fluids. What's up, love black girls? I want to scan that lump. Your emote reminds me. I got to get back on. I got to get back on Elden Ring. There's still exploring to do in the lands between. You gonna put him out of his misery? Heck no.
Medical log. Patient's body is covered by abnormal cancerous growth.
I'm gonna back out of here slowly and drink until I forget.
Pressure highly irregular, 190 by 120. Heart rate 136. Pupils highly dilated. Inducting 120 cc's of protein synthesizer in hopes of lowering the body temperature and normalizing the pressure. Commencing diagnosis.
Tamara was taking blood samples for analysis.
Oh, any educated guesses for Elden Ring expansion release date? No, I haven't. I don't have any education. I'd have to look at the timing that they usually hit between their like announcements and releases. That'd be the only thing. PR cycles tend to be the same at companies because the same people are executing them, but apart from that, it'd just be a guess. I wouldn't guess. Well, let's see here. I guess it's Namco Bandai publishing still, but From Software seems they can just kind of release stuff whenever they want, or they tend to do that, I guess. I don't know that they would plot around the releases of other things. Probably wouldn't want it around Zelda. Oh, here we go. Ooh, I get to look at freaking telescope things.
Blood sample seems to be contaminated by...
Yes, nanites. I see that.
They're manipulating his cellular structure. Does this mean that the mutations are artificially induced?
If you're looking for online courses for Japanese, there is one course run by the Japanese government called Minato. It is a full like school course, but online and self-study. Huh. Well, that's not really... It's not...
Must be Mike's blood sample.
It's not the thing... Hold on. I'll just write all these down, I guess. Yeah, the other one was like Lingo Wolf or something like that.
Tam was analyzing Mike's blood and discovered that it's contaminated with unknown nanite machines. The nanite machines seem to be altering Mike's body, which means his condition is artificially induced. Tamara managed to isolate a single nanite unit and discovered a transmission that seems to be remotely controlling its operation. She went off to find it in hopes of reversing the process. I have to follow these coordinates. It's the only way to help both Tam and Mike.
Text Fugu and Wanikani. All right. A rather large box just got delivered. I'm going to grab it in just a moment. That's pretty cool. Some environmental interacting, some puzzling.
It's getting colder. I should put on my jacket.
Can I? Oh! Yes! I love it when game characters like change the way they look over the course of a game. Or the way that they look evolves to match their environment and the ordeals they're going through. Again, just a cool touch. Like a lot of effort put in areas that really round out the experience, which I'm into. Yeah. Oh, Resident Evil 4. Yeah, that was way at the beginning. I guess he did get, his stab vest. He was in battle mode by the end of it, wasn't he? Forgot about that. Yeah, Dead Space armor looks different over the course of the game. I mean, Metroid, classic example. Mega Man X. Okay. This game's really interesting. I'm probably going to keep playing it. I feel like this is like prime Steam Deck material. So I'm curious if it's supported. Even if it isn't, I can just play it through Windows. So, man. Neat game. I'm really curious where it goes. So yeah, thanks to Scars Above for sponsoring the stream. I'm not done streaming yet. And if you're curious about it, make sure to use the Scars command and check out the game. It's on sale for $40 right now. Pretty sweet price for the game that it's presenting here. And I think it's even on sale for Steam right now. At least that's what it looked like, but check it out. It's got cool kind of puzzly combat that you still have to hit your shots in. It's got scanning. I like scanning a lot. Big fan of scans. I want lasers to just reveal the mysteries of the galaxy to me. I'm going to take a quick food break here. And I'm going to come back with... There's a full Metroidvania called Grim... Oh my gosh. It's from Inti Creates. It starts with Grim. I'm going to check that out in a minute. I hope there's a lot of like high-pitched anime ladies screeching at each other. So we'll say. We'll see how it goes. Thank you very much for watching so far. Again, thanks to the sponsor, and I'll be right back. Scars Above, check it out. Out now, PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. Be right back.